Hey there, CIS170. As promised, wanted to get a video out to you guys with some suggestions for classes that you might take after successfully completing CIS 170. Now, I know that you guys are spread out among a host of different programs, right? So we have computer science students, we have engineering students, we actually have a nursing student. So what I'm going to try and do is place value on classes for everybody, so that you don't have to decide whether or not this pertains specifically to you in your degree field. You can just listen, and the advertisement is based on you either way. So first and foremost, after 170, it is always my suggestion that irrespective of the degree field you're in, absolutely take CIS 276, and that is an introduction to C++. Whatever field you go into, if you are going to continue with programming, or if you are going to continue with anything that interfaces with computer science, so that's everything, right? You are going to be benefited by having C++, at least a little bit of background in C++. It really is the programming language that all other languages derive from. So no matter where you end up, the value is going to be automatically baked in from having taken CIS 276. Some other courses that I think are valuable to everybody are as follows. You'll notice that as an elective in all of your degrees or your certification programs, there's always Web 101. Do consider taking Web 101, programming related to the internet. Now, I will tell you, I teach the next two courses. I actually also teach the CIS 276. In two different formats, online, so just like we're taking here, and in person, just in case you wanted the in-classroom experience. For the next two courses, I teach these as well, and both of these are actually offered online and in person as well. For Web 101, we go over the basics of making and designing a web page, and really, it's making and designing media of all sorts. At some point in time, across any industry, one of the top 5 most highly sought after skills is web design. So if you go work for a big company, there's a possibility that you could get involved in their web design. If you work for a small company, there's a very good possibility that you could get involved in their web design. It is one of the most highly sought after skills in just a wide variety of ecosystems, and I always suggest to people it's available as an elective. So 4 credits for an 8-week course is a really it's a fast and it's a powerful elective for any and all of your degrees or certification programs. Dovetailed to that is Web 102. In the fall, we actually offer them in a first and second 8-week, tandem. So the first 8 weeks you would take Web 101. The second 8 weeks you would take Web 102. Web 102 goes into some of those rapid publishing platforms. We go into some of the other things that you would see for web design from a server side. And again, between the two of those, you can just about go to any industry and be of value to them in a much greater capacity than if you did not take those courses. Back on the computer science side of things, after or simultaneously to taking CIS 276, which is C++, many of you will find value in taking CIS 280, and that is iOS programming. If you think about it, every industry, everywhere needs an app. Whether or not they know why is another question, but that'll become potentially your job, is to help an industry or to help a firm in an industry figure out what they might or what they should be doing with an application. So the CIS 280 iOS programming and design. That one goes through some of the big basics, and you'll actually develop in that course an app that you can use as part of a portfolio. My suggestion is a website and an app are great portfolio pieces in any industry that you are going to apply to. So CIS 280 is a fantastic addition after taking CIS 170, CIS 276. You can take 280 at the same time. You can also choose to take CIS 279, which is Visual C#. C# is the language that Swift, that the Android coding languages are taken after. C# is a fantastic language for what is now and what is next in the programming fields. My suggestion to you is actually consider taking that after 276. Consider taking that potentially even after, like a year from now, because you'll get more benefit and value out of some of those other programming courses immediately. I know I keep harping on it, but 276 is really the springboard that'll get you into 279 and 280, but you can think about 280. So those are some of the courses that I think are great springboards for you here after taking CIS 170. Do remember CIS 276, because you will need in any field C++. Do remember Web 101, because in every industry, one of the top 5 skills required is, or desired, is web design. Remember also that there's a Web 101, 102. So over 16 weeks, you can get 8 elective credits, and that's a heck of a bargain there. Also, do consider taking CIS 280. That is programming for iOS, because everybody needs an app. Now, I haven't touched on all of our courses, because I think that really those are going to be personalization choices for you guys. If at any point you have any questions about any of our classes, you can feel free just to message me in Eagle or reach out via text message or email, at rockvalleycollege.edu, and I'm happy to talk to you about what the course entails and things like that. I know that advising has a colossal job, and it's impossible to get everything always right. So that's what the rest of us instructors are here for. It's to help provide supplemental rationale for you, the student, as to what courses you should take. So think about it and do sign up. Really, I mean this again, sign up for classes sooner rather than later. This semester more than any other semester. We do not know what the fall is going to hold for us, what the fall is going to hold for you, but I really mean this. Sign up for classes now, because it's better to sign up for a class and have to drop it in fall than it is to wait to sign up for a class and discover that it won't be offered again until fall of 2021 because it was canceled. So sign up early, sign up often, and that is always in your best interest. And also reach out. So this was the courses to take after CIS 170 spiel.